Hello everyone, this is my first video since the death of my husband. This is my first Saturday with Kendra. 2 weeks ago today, my husband passed away unexpected. It was a sudden coronary blood clot, basically. You know the saying, don't have a coronary? Well, that's pretty much what my husband had. I tried to keep him alive until the medical community came and they worked on him for 30 minutes. Nothing really changed. And so the love of my life and my father on Christmas Day of 2023, so 32 days, I lost my dad and my husband, the two most influential men in my life.
I finally found something more.
So with that happening, one could think that I would just pour myself into a bottle of wine and curl up in a ball in the corner. But that is not what happened. There are so many miracles. And the first thing that I want to cover is you and your prayers. I am swarmed in them. Jeff is swarmed in them. I had no idea that my Purgatory series that I started a few weeks ago was truly going to come into play in my life. And it did in such a big way. So, seeking God's goodness in this horrific time in my life and all of the blessings, all of the hearts that are being touched. Some people are thinking about reverting back to the Catholic Church. There are conversions of the heart. This death is not in vain. I'm asking people, as I did at my reception for his death, not to let this be in vain, that we all lost a great man. So how about this? The last video that I did on this channel was calling all husbands. Watch this. Here it is.
You know, I've got men and women that follow me on my channel, and there's one thing that I just want to say to men. A lot of the issues that you have with your wife might be solved if you just said thank you. I'm sorry, but there are times when we women feel taken advantage of and taken for granted. So all it takes is a thank you, I love you, I appreciate all that you do, and maybe, just maybe, you may see a whole new attitude turn around in your spouse. Just saying. Alrighty, everyone, find something more with God, soul, mind, and body. Now, all you men, put down comments about what we women need to do with you or for you.
So what I would like to leave with you is that you love your spouse, whether you're a wife or a husband. So let's get out there and love like there is no tomorrow. Let's let the little things go. Let's truly look at Jeff and this death and allow it to heal us in so many ways. And I'm so grateful for all the new listeners. I came live on my podcast Wednesday after the Saturday that my husband died. So that was January 27th was the Saturday. I don't know what the Wednesday was of my first podcast, but I'm putting all of the links in the description of this video. Down below, click more, and it'll show you all of the links for all of my podcasts. Why do I want you to listen to them? Because they are way more detailed, because it was happening at the time, and it really shows the goodness of God and what He is doing in my life, in the people around me, and it is amazing, and I'm so grateful for my faith. I also want to let you know that my podcast is going to be recorded every single day now, not just Monday through Friday. I think weekends are a very testing time for people. I think there are people that work and they get into a routine and then the weekend comes and they fall off of that wagon. So today was a special Saturday edition. I'm gonna share this beautiful story about the lone goose, which I am right now. But you're going to have to listen to the podcast, and you're probably like, what does that mean? So there's Reality Reflections with Kendra Von Esch. I don't know Kendra Von Ash. Did you hear that? Anyway, Reality Reflections with Kendra Von Ash, wherever you podcast. Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. You can go to Spotify, Stitcher, Breaker, Castbox. Wherever you can go to my website. Just search on the internet and you will find my daily audio podcasts. And then here I will do video podcasts because I have so much to share on this journey and I really want to walk with you. I am so blessed that you are all here. And there are new people, so please share this podcast. If this is helping you, maybe it can help others. And not everyone is Catholic, which is totally cool. We're all in this together. You'll learn a little bit about the faith because that's what I'm all about. Because I, at one point, had no idea what Catholicism was, and what I thought it was the total opposite. And I really hated it, to be honest. Then I learned about it, and now I am a devout Catholic, and I speak about it, and all that God is doing in my life, and how much the sacraments of the Catholic Church are helping me on my journey. But back to you, because you are the ones that covered me in prayer. So I want to thank you. You have wrapped me in prayer, in love, throughout from the moment that it happened. Then Relevant Radio puts me and my husband, Jeff Von Esch, on their 3 o'clock Drew Mariani Divine Mercy Chaplet. And then later on the Rosary Live with Father Rocky across America, and Annunciation Radio and all of the people there and their audience. Plus, on my social media page, just people are praying everywhere. And I cannot tell you how many masses are being said for him. I just did some Gregorian masses. I'm going to come back and talk about the importance of masses being said for people who are alive and people who are departed, and the power of the Mass in the Catholic faith. I could feel the prayers. They were palatable. I knew something was happening, and then my phone blew up. People were coming at me in text and calling and sending me emails. My social media blew up as well. The love was amazing. I felt it. And for that, I want to thank you. And I know that you are all praying for his soul. And I got confirmation that he was saved. Again, you've got to listen to my podcast. And there are plenty of people that are new, who are not Catholic or are certainly not practicing. And a lot of people are searching right now. Death, sudden death, does that to some people. It does me. And I am being called, I think, to something wild with God. And so it's going to be a day-by-day walk. And we're going to prepare for Lent. So we're going to pray and listen to what God wants us to work on this Lent. We are going to challenge that soul, mind, and body thing that we have never conquered before, because we're going to do it with God. We're going to fall on his grace, and we're going to do it together. So join this channel, join my podcast, subscribe. It's free. We are going to walk together. And I know that God is going to challenge me in a big way. So I know it is not going to be easy. But I know when I walk with you that I am also actually having therapy, because sharing with you is so important. Because if there's anything in my life, in my walk that can help you, then I am being a servant to God. All right, everyone, I will come to you soon. I promise. I'm back. I'm going to start doing more videos because you know what? We are going to walk together and conquer these addictions, these bad habits, these traumas in our life. We are going to heal our memories. We are going to heal our hearts for people who have gone before us. And we are going to have a purpose and a meaning in our life. And that is to love God with all our soul, our mind, our body, right? At the end of the day, that's not the true Bible verse. It's to love God with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your strength. Second one is to love yourself and your neighbor. And we cannot do the second commandment if we do not do the first one, because God needs to change our hearts to love people as they are. All righty, everyone, I cannot believe what God is doing in my life. I am being healed before my eyes, and God is challenging me this Lent. And your prayers are the reason. So I love you. I thank you so much. One more thing, if you want more one-on-one faith coaching, so that means how do you bring God into your life? How do you capture every single thought and make it obedient to Jesus? How do you make sure that you fight the spiritual battle and cast out those demons and those evil spirits that are attacking you for temptation, to be angry, resentful? That is what the Soul, Mind, and Body group is all about. So you just click join below. It's $4.99. I talk to you about health, exercise, our bodies, how our minds, souls, and bodies connect. How do you balance the three-legged stool of life? A lot more details about what's going on in my personal struggles. I call it too much information over there. So again, click join, $4.99 below. Otherwise, I will see you here next time. Find something more with God, soul, mind, and body. And have a blessed and inspired day.
I